Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm doing another Before It's Out video. And if you guys don't know what that is, basically it's a web series where we're taking a look at a Transformers toy before it gets released, so take everything with a grain of salt. This is the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe class Megatron. And I'm going to bring up the Warrior class Megatron and make some comparisons to it because this is not really a good figure. I bought it for like $4, so it's not really that damaging to my collection. However, it's really not that good. Some of the paint applications are just not really there. The aesthetic is a little weird for the head. I mean, I don't mind the head, but there's just something off about it, and there's hardly any articulation in the head in general, as well as this arm, because they wanted to obstruct it with a gimmick. And I don't think that's a good idea. I think that the Warrior class lineup should have started like this, much like the Robots in Disguise toy line. You know, have heavy articulated figures, well, maybe not heavy articulated, but somewhat articulated figures, and don't obstruct it with a gimmick, and if you're going to do that, make it something small that's not going to obstruct anything. So, that's my opinion on that Megatron. Also, the tank mode looks not good. In contrast to this tank mode, wow, this is heavy artillery. First of all, you get the missile racks on the top, which looks fantastic. As well, you get the massive fusion cannon, which looks really cool. I love that. But there's something to the shaping of Megatron that's just really pleasing. You can see the legs are underneath there, which is kind of what Megatron has been for a while. I'm not going to complain too much on that. And you can also see that the treads are kind of broken up. Not really a big deal for me. Usually these tank modes aren't perfect, especially when you compare it to this. But what I really like is the shaping of it, especially the main turret itself, how it's kind of rounded, but obviously, you know, armored up and, you know, flat. It just looks really good, really tough, you know? Like you could smash it with a hammer and it's not going to do anything. So I think that the aesthetic of the tank mode has really won me over, and I love the fact that it's mostly one color. It's mostly just grays. I think that's a nice touch. His robot mode, however, this is where it gets a little interesting for me. So I like the legs. I like the fact that the missile racks just attach to the legs. I like the fusion cannon. The blast effect, for some reason, is the same one that comes with Shockwave, or at least it looks like it. I don't know if they are actually matching or they're just reusing the same blast effect. But what I don't like is the pegs on the side of the turret just look like they stick out in some sort of weird angle, at least in this image, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But that's not really a big deal. What I mainly don't like is the torso. It just looks a little weird, because you got this really bulky upper body, and then it just slims down so quickly, and then the red detail underneath is so brief that it just doesn't really feel like it flows. And I gotta bring this up, I think that this one flows a little bit more. I like how the chest doesn't feel as big or as much as like a box, but it still has that aesthetic. And I think that the lower body being crunched up, it just makes him look a little tougher. And I like that. I think the aesthetic works. For here, it just, I don't know, I don't really like it. Also, the head sculpt is a little weird. I think my problem with the head is that there's not too much colors, but I'm not sure how much you could play with a character that's mostly gray. I think that the paint applications for the torso is nice. You get some blue, yellow, and red, which is good, as well as some black. I think that it's awesome that he has foot tilt, even though his feet are super tiny, or at least the toes are. I mean, he's got massive heels, it's mostly just the toes. But he's also got this kind of drift thing where he's got parts of his kibble hanging off the back of his shoulders, and they're just protruding out, and I can't just help myself to think of drift with that. Also seems like he's got a lot of kibble on the back, but meh. Overall, you know, it's not too bad. It's definitely not my preferred Megatron of choice. I'm still sticking with the Siege one, but I can't say it's really that bad. If you're going after any of the other Transformers Cyberverse toys, or most of them for the Deluxe lineup, you might as well get Megatron. I mean, you have to. If you're going to get the Optimus, get the Megatron, of course. But that's pretty much my opinion. What do you guys think? Please comment below. Let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I will see you guys next time.